I'm about to spit something stupid. Okay.
You can't tell me.
Next, wrong question. Why do you think people want Undertaker to reach 20-0 at WrestleMania? 20 is just a number, no real significance to Taker. XBA 325. This question took me like 5 minutes to answer on my first attempt, so I'm going to keep it short and simple. 20 is an even number. Okay? Nice round number, big milestone. 10 years is a decade, it's 2 decades. I remember they called it, back in the day, they said the decade of destruction, and it's been 10 years ago. Also, they almost fit two decades. So I'm thinking, he outlived Nitro. Undertaker's WrestleMania streak outlived Nitro. Okay, which was 10 years ago that it closed. WCW closed. But the actual Nitro show lasted less time than Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. I just think it surpasses an element, even though they plan it that way and it's not really anything special. But I just think it's a nice number to stop at. Why do people want to end it at 20 and not say 21, 22? It's because, he's got to stop sometime. And you don't want to see Undertaker's 23rd WrestleMania victory like some Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon match. No offense to Bret Hart, but his health just won't let him do what he could do before. He ends up looking like nothing. It's still cool to see, but nothing special. So yeah, Undertaker 20-0 because it's a nice round number. Taker, maybe because it's because if you take the Undertaker logo and you turn it sideways and paint it blue, it says money in it. You can see the word money if you. And the T for Taker is the number 20 starts with the letter T and a 2 like this, and then no. None of that's crap. I just think it's a number that 20 years is 20 years. I don't think it's any real significant meaning behind it. Just boom. That's it. Bang. Move on to the next question from XBA325. Heath Slater is a 3-time WWE Tag Team Champion within his first year in being in the WWE. At this rate, do you think he will have more tag team titles than Edge? Maybe. I think it's possible. I want to tell you a little story here. Story of WrestleMania. On WrestleMania 2000, the Triangle Ladder match with Jeff Hardy, Edge. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Edge, Christian, and the Dudleys. That match was one of my favorite tag team ladder matches, or ladder matches of all time. Because it was just the solid teams. They were the 3 best tag teams at that time. Tag teams at that point were brothers, or coincidentally, the characters in those scenarios were all brothers. Not really brothers, but characters were brothers. Funny now that Edge and Christian are just friends and not really brothers. What happened there? Were they stepbrothers? Did their parents die? So they're not brothers anymore. But anyway, I think if Heath Slater is aligned with an individual who can work with him and the opposite work together and be sold as a solid tag team and not be split apart in 3 months like every other tag team in WWE. I mean, every tag team in WWE seems to be split up. I'm not gonna sit here and name a list off names of tag teams that have been split off, but because if you watch WWE currently and you know what I'm talking about and you understand and feel me when I'm saying that tag teams are split open, look at the Nexus. I mean, no, they weren't good teams, but the Nexus starts off as this epic group. Now, they were more of a stable than a tag team, but they were split and filtered away into the core. And CM Punk come in because why? What was the point? Who knows? But anyway, and it lost their meaning. Wade Barrett was the big, I'm Wade Barrett, I'm the leader of the Nexus. And then when he left the Nexus and formed the core, it just didn't mean anything. The core is pointless. But so if Heath Slater could be with a solid tag team and not be split up from that tag team, then yeah, I'd say he could have many tag team championships, because not many people put stock into the tag team division anymore. So they pass it along like nothing. They pass it out like candy or something. Next question from XBA325. Is Orton doomed to implode? He's feuded with everyone: Miz, Sheamus, Cena, Triple H, Undertaker, Barrett, Punk. What is really left for Orton to do? Spin a heel, spin a face, heel again, face again, heel again, face again. He got beat up by Triple H in his fake house. He could train, I don't know, Todd Grisham to fight Matt Striker in a match at WrestleMania 28. He could, no, I'm not saying there's nothing he can do. Really though, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff he probably could do. I mean, he's had the title. He's had the world title. He's had the WWE title. He's had tag team titles. He's had the Intercontinental title. Putting him down to mid card wouldn't really be good, because he's too good to be in a mid card. New stories. I mean, yeah, he's feuded, but I think wrestling itself needs a little bit of realistic stories to it. Like, in a sense, Triple H went after Orton's wife and their home. I had a sense of reality. Now, these storylines will say, well, Cena and Rock is kind of a good feud. But depending on if The Rock stayed, The Rock versus Orton would be cool. Diamond Dallas Page versus Orton. But this is dream matches. This is not something that'll probably happen. If you're talking in terms of who's there now and what he could do, maybe one of those stories where, like, essentially, I don't think he's going to implode. Because look at Triple H. People still pop for him. Look at freaking Undertaker, too. He's popped for 27 straight WrestleManias. People love him. And just like John Cena, Cena will continue to be this hero to everybody because that's just it. It doesn't matter if they've been through so much or whatever. The fact is that they're so well known that at Orton's level, that no matter what he does, people will still be fans because who he is. But do I think there's nothing left for him? I agree with that, yes. There's really nothing left for him to do. They could do some real personal story where not that he gets killed, but that he could, like, amnesia. But that's kind of cheesy. Maybe he can get some kind of injury where he doesn't know what's wrong. Like, no one can figure it out. I don't know. But I think a massive heel turn. Because when Orton has been a heel before, it's always been about him and two of his buddies, or three of his buddies. It's not been, not at the Nexus level, and not all the way down to, like, just a buddy and buddy team. But he needs to go massive. Massive heel turn. Get, like, I don't know, do something really cool. Like, take over the whole company, win control of it or something somehow on a stipulation. Try to go after Stephanie and kill her. Not kill her, that's too violent. But something real. Something that you would not expect from him. Because he can play the heel so good. And so it's money. I mean, it's good stuff because he's so good at it. Put him back in a heel role. I like Orton as a face because he could do anything, but he does heel way better. So have him attack and beat the crap out of, like, JR or something. And have him go through, not the Legend Killer gimmick, but Legend Killer with the volume turned way up. Massive heel. Control everything. And, yeah, I guess. I don't know. There's really not much for him to do, but like I said, he won't. I don't think he's doomed to implode. And then my last question is from Spider486. How you doing, man? Do you think that WWE can become way better if they bring back TV 14 rating and blood? Yes. That is what wrestling needs. That's one of the only reasons I watch TNA. Because of the violence and the blood. It's realistic. And that's the realism I talked about earlier. When you have just like, I'm going to kick your butt. No, I'm going to kick your butt. No. You know, every week, it's nothing. Okay, when you have, I'm going to kick your ass, punch, I'm bleeding, that makes it more real. Power Driver, QandA, catch you later.